My name is Tina.caloud, and I have a story I would like to share with you. My great-grandmother had two sisters, both of whom were deaf, so she used sign language growing up. Throughout my childhood, I remember conversing with my grandmother and the stories she would tell me. There was one story in particular that always stood out to me because the sign she used for telephone, which looked like this. I remember asking her, "What does that mean?" "You know, a phone, a telephone," she said. "Oh, a phone, but this is how you sign phone." And she explained, back in my day, a telephone looked like this, so this is how I sign telephone. Interesting, I thought to myself. I learned something new about how a telephone used to look. Back then, telephones had a box on the wall with a receiver that people would place at their ear to listen to the person on the other line, and a transmitter that they would talk into. When I was growing up, phones were much smaller and we used the sign for a wireless phone. Now I'm the mother of two deaf daughters who have never seen a telephone or experienced using a home phone. One day I was telling them a story about using a TTY and they had no clue what I was talking about. I had to explain what a TTY used to look like. They used to be these large, bulky machines with a clanky keyboard. You had to place the telephone headset onto the acoustic cups and type out your conversation using the keyboard. Over time, TTYs got smaller and smaller, and now they're obsolete. As I explained this to my daughters, I couldn't help but recall the time my grandmother taught me about the phones she used growing up. It makes me wonder if my daughters will do the same with their children eventually. What will the sign for phone be down the road? I ask myself, will we still be using video chat to communicate with each other, or will it look completely different?